That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday Fun Day, and we are live in the alley with Billy Trzynski and Josh Savali. Let's go, Buffalo! Sunday afternoon in the alley. Girls, boys, and bills at Downtown Brew. Ballet. Prognostications and various jokes. I'm glad you're alive in the alley.
Your chair is so lopsided, I can't handle it.
It is not sitting right. It's not standing right. I don't know what to do with it.
It's not laying right.
I don't.
You're going to get hurt.
Well, you know, it's a Thanksgiving game.
And you know what? We are live!
For
a Thanksgiving wrong holiday. For a Thanksgiving gobble fest.
Oh.
That doesn't.
No one will gobble that up.
Nope. You will gobble this up, though.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness.
Ugh.
I don't even know how to put this thing on.
It's been a long time since we've worn the hats. Oh, it's wet. Your mic is upside down. My mic's also upside down, says Dave. It curled in. How's that? Is that gooder? It's more better. No. Can you get yours on? How did we do this 3 years ago? It's been 3 years since we've worn these damn things.
I remember. It was fun.
See, yours fits. I got a big head. You got a bigger head.
I got a better head.
This is not comfortable at all.
It doesn't fit. Never mind.
All right. Anyway, did you watch the Bills game on Sunday?
Yes.
How did they do?
They won. Again.
Do you know the score?
No.
Me neither.
31-23.
33-22.
Okay. So we are correct.
And what'd you think about the game?
It was okay. We did enough to win, and they did enough to lose.
The first quarter and a half, are you following? So we're at some point in the second quarter now. Didn't look too good for the away team. Well, the home team, but they were in, the wrong stadium.
Tough start, but, man, we pulled it together.
They definitely got their feet underneath them after a while. They were shaky. Allen was shaky for sure. But you know what wasn't shaky? Like I've been saying all year, the Bills need to run the damn ball. No one says that.
You're right. You're right.
No one wants them to run the ball.
You're right. That's what happened.
Devin Singletary, 80-something yards. James
86.
Cook, 87 yards for Cook. They let him.
Cook.
There we go. And they looked, once they got going, the offense looked a little more dynamic. And the scary thing for Bills' opponents, and they might not think it's scary because they've been they ain't been doing great. The scary thing that Bills' opponents should kind of realize is if our quarterback's not on, we really do have these other exactly.
They're good enough.
We really do have these other avenues, and they showed that against. Now Cleveland's got the worst run defense in the NFL. They've got some of the best pass rushers in the NFL, though, Myles Garrett included. And there were some times he got close on Allen, but later in the game when he got his feet underneath him, and we were run, pass.
It took a minute.
It did, but it was nice. It was like one of those. Oh, cool, we can do that too. And when the defense kind of got going defensively, Matt Milano.
I mean, they always do that, though.
No, right. They can take some minutes.
They always give up a touchdown and then
get warm.
It makes me so mad. They're going to score a touchdown every drive, first drive.
Yep. It just seems like it, doesn't it?
We're going to bend.
But guys,
then we don't break after that.
Well, like I said,
we bend hard.
Milano was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week?
Man, what an awesome player.
Jordan Phillips the other day after the game.
Phillips
is like, that guy right there might be your Defensive Player of the Year. He's awesome. Milano is just speed, tackling, coverage. And usually with him and Edmonds on the field at the same time this year has proven to be great. Edmonds is out. He was out Sunday. He's out again tomorrow on Thanksgiving. No turkey for you. So, Milano kind of has to pick up the slack a little bit.
Sheesh.
He's good at it.
He's the man.
Yeah. Like we said.
We missed Dodson. Man, you're okay. But yeah, that's why you're a backup.
Well, the other thing, too, is we brought A.J. Klein back onto the team, who was the main backup linebacker for a couple years.
Yep.
He didn't play Sunday. He's probably going to be active tomorrow. So at least if Edmonds can't go, you have him in there to fill.
Edmonds is out.
Yeah, right. So at least if Klein's in, you have a guy you trust, maybe more than Dotson.
Yeah.
Dotson just misses some tackles, doesn't fill the gaps,
He is.
and he's not as fast. I mean, Edmonds and Milano have linebacker speed to beat the band.
No doubt.
But you need somebody in there kind of in the middle ground, and we know Klein knows the defense very well. He was here for how long? A couple years.
Yeah.
And, cool. Offensively, Morse is a little banged up. He played the whole game on a bum foot.
So I'm going to bring this up. What do you think?
About what?
About our middle linebacker.
What do you mean?
Do we sign him to a big deal?
Who? Oh, Tremaine Edmonds.
Yes.
Well, you're kind of making a good point because it's a contract
he's been
year.
Awesome.
And he's been
awesome.
He's playing like it's a contract year. He really is.
And he's like 22.
No, 19. He gets younger every game. No, you're exactly right. What do you do with him? It's going to have to be a marginally large deal, and you have all this other heavy money invested all over the place.
I mean, he looks like RuPaul, which is fine. We'll take it.
I like the hair.
His face.
His face looks like RuPaul?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Maybe. If he wore a dress, it'd be easier to compare them.
All right, I'm done with this.
You're done with the hat? I'm still going strong. Speaking of money, though, and who they had to sign, Poyer, who was in and out all year, is back in on this past Sunday, and he's stepping up and making plays like he's never missed a beat.
That play he made on the edge.
On the screenplay?
Yes.
Where they were going to score 3 touchdowns in one play.
Yep.
And he comes up and just drills the dude for a 4 years. That's how hard he hit the guy. He lost 4 years and yards.
That poor guy.
He's young. He's as young as Tremaine Edmonds now. But yes, he's awesome.
He's huge. He's been a big deal.
When he's in,
it's so nice to have him back.
And maybe the things in the Vikings game don't happen if he's in.
Him and Hyde are underrated.
Speaking of Hyde, did you hear the scuttlebutt about Hyde?
No.
Leaving the door open to possibly return before the end of the season. Wouldn't that be something?
Micah Hyde, Micah Heine Ho.
It would be something. I feel like I'm watching Pee Wee's Playhouse sometimes. If anybody never watched Pee Wee's Playhouse, boy, did you miss out.
That's your fault.
Yeah, the toilet talked. So did the chair. Right? Didn't the toilet talk? I'm looking to Dave to make sure that the toilet talked.
I think it did.
No, see, he says sure, so that's
it was
obvious
always talking shit.
He told me he didn't have any good Thanksgiving jokes. At least he had that one. Hey, tell me the joke. Tell them the joke you told me earlier.
Oh, why did the turkey cross the road?
Why?
To prove he wasn't a chicken.
How did the turkey get across the road?
I don't know.
On the gravy train. We've got horrible Thanksgiving jokes, Pilgrims. They're bad.
Why didn't the gravy boat make it across the table?
Why?
Because it was a maze.
I get it. Maze. Oh, man. And
that was kind of corny.
You told me you didn't have any jokes. I've been fibbed, too. So, anywho, the Bills come out with a win after a 2-game slide. Good. Good for them. After having to relocate, play the game in Detroit. Then, it was almost like a slumber party. Tomorrow, they play in Detroit again.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. So, they were the home team on Sunday, but they chose the visitors' locker room so they could leave it set up They
Yep,
flew home.
yep.
They fly back.
They left all their crap there.
Yeah, all their junk. I got to look up the Jimmer email. Jimmer's not with us tonight, and Aaron's working, so I've got all this garbage from Jim. Please don't be watching. Don't hate us.
That's why they're not getting paid for this game.
Are we getting paid for this game?
No, we never get paid.
Okay.
But we're fun.
Well, we're playing the Lions, who have won 3 in a row, and they score points.
You're a lion.
Rawr? Is that what they do? Rawr! Not the turkey. What's a turkey do? Do it. Come on.
It's up to you.
So we're going to talk about the Lions, who may be turkeys but are really lions of Detroit. Because it's time for Jives.
With Jimmer!
Want to do the snap with me?
Here's Jimmer. He's a pretty smart guy.
Is this better? Do I look more like Jimmer? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's talk about the Lions. Because I have 3 pages worth of notes to talk about the Lions about. Jimmer, God bless you. The Lions open up the season splitting their first 2 games and then proceeded to lose 5 straight. Currently on a 3-game winning streak, as Billy and Josh pointed out, putting them at 4-6 in second place in the NFC North. If they're at 4-6 in the NFC North, Minnesota. I'm like, it's not Green Bay.
Let's get a soda.
Now, who
Minneapolis.
beat the Bills and then got curb stomped by the Cowboys on Sunday, 40-3 in Minnesota. Yike, that makes you mad, don't it? Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Last week
going.
versus the Giants, Detroit was down 6-3 after the first quarter, then outscored New York the rest of the game 28-12 to give the Lions a 31-18 win. Before Jimmer probably gets into it at some point, the Lions can score. They've been scoring 30 points a lot.
I don't know how.
Well,
you will tell me.
I will tell you. Carrying the Lions this year is their offense, which has been putting up respectable numbers.
Okay.
Detroit is 9th in scoring offense, averaging 25 points per game, 6th in total offense, and Jared Goff, you guessed it, 10th in passing. Surprisingly, with those numbers, no Lions wide receiver is putting up any big stats.
You can't golf at that.
I love that. That was good. Their top wide receiver, Amon-Ra, what is he, the Pharaoh? With a name like that. Sorry, I know, wrong holiday, Easter, Yule Brenner, but we'll get to that in April. Is 22nd in the league in receiving. Next closest Detroit wide receiver is Josh Williams, who's 68th. Yikes. Stephon Diggs is number 3 in the league in yards. The star of the Lions offense, you ready for this one? Running back Jamal Williams, who leads the NFL with 12 rushing touchdowns. Watch out, Bills run D. Last week versus the Giants was Williams' 5th game this season with multiple TDs in a game, making him the first Lions running back to score multiple TDs in at least 5 games in a season since
Barry Sanders.
You got it. Did you cheat?
Yep.
You're just that good.
Well, I know Barry Sanders. He's the best ever.
And he's a quitter.
No.
The team was horrible.
He's like,
I ain't
trade
doing
me
that.
or I'm out.
Yeah, basically. The only team. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's skip one more. Defense is letting them down. Thanks, Jimmer. Detroit's defense is 31st against the rush and dead last in total yards allowed. Cleveland was 32nd against the rush on Sunday, and the Bills put up 100 and pretty near 200 yards against them running the ball. So maybe it's the same idea tomorrow. The only team who allows more points against them is Arizona, who allows an average of 29 points a game, while the Lions allow 28 points. We saw the Cardinals give up 31 to the Niners on Monday night.
Yeah.
To their credit, though. To their credit.
We're going to give them credit.
Detroit's defense has shown improvement in the last 3 games, allowing an average of 19 points against. You know what the Bills average again?
What?
Do you know what the Bills average a game?
No.
More than that. Plus, note that last week, Saquon Barkley rushed for only 22 yards against the Lions. You know how many yards Nick Chubb had against the Bills?
16.
Yeah, less than 22. So there you have it. Detroit games have been, so far this season, and for the most part, have been close. 6 out of their 10 have been one-score games.
I saw that.
We know the Bills do well in those. Recent history hasn't been good to the Lions. If they finished last in their division, the last 4 years. The last winning season was 2017. Oh, come on. We went many a year without that malarkey.
Oh.
Detroit, speaking of tomorrow, hey, I like that. Speaking of tomorrow, it being Thanksgiving allegedly and all, Detroit traditionally has the first game on Thanksgiving. They've won 4 straight from 13 to 16, but they're on a 5-game losing streak. Buffalo leads the series all-time 6-4-1. The Lions and Bills have played twice before on Thanksgiving, the Lions winning both.
Whoa.
Yes, Dave?
I don't like that.
What's that?
I'm against it.
Oh, he's against it. Dave is against
We
the
are
Lions
all
winning.
against it.
Yeah, I'm against it. So, Josh, normally I would do name that, Lion or what quarterback the Lion went to school to. But I have a question for you. Can you name a Detroit Lion?
Barry Sanders.
A current Detroit Lion.
Nope.
Who's their quarterback?
Nope.
You said it earlier. You won't golf at that.
Oh, that's right.
Jared Goff.
Geoff.
We mentioned another guy and another dude. I'll give you $100 if you can tell me a player on the Lions defense.
Do you know
I don't know any players on
what
the Lions defense.
vegetable is from?
Oh my God. What a horrible time to pull out a joke. Or have a good time.
Outer space. What vegetable is from outer space?
What?
Green beans. Green beans.
I don't get it. B-E?
Beans.
B-E? Oh, beans.
Green beans.
Excuse me while I pull the turkey crotch over my face. Can you
Green
name a player on the
beans.
Lions roster?
No. The answer is no.
No. You guys got to go. Run. Come on.
Get over
Right
it.
through.
Get out of here.
You're going to be on public access
on.
television. There we go. Hey, there it is. Somebody call the
slip.
cops.
Don't slip.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Never. Yeah, it says a Raiders fan. Oh.
I hope you fall.
Gee. So can you name a Lions player from the year 2000? Elton John doesn't count.
Oh, I brought you a candy
What
bar.
the hell? Can you name a player or not? It's
No.
got peanuts. Take it back.
Oh, you don't like nuts?
No, you know that.
You're nuts.
No, you're nuts.
No, I cannot.
Okay, neither can I. I really, honestly, Barry Sanders, Matt Stafford, and Jared Goff.
Geoff.
Matt Millen was the GM for a while.
I remember they got in a lot of trouble a little bit.
The Lions?
Yeah.
Oh.
Their GM.
Oh. I got it. Do you think
He was a creepy guy.
it was Matt Millen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy guy.
Former player. Do you think that other people outside of the league, outside of Detroit, look at Detroit the way people used to look at Buffalo when we didn't win for 20 years?
Yes.
They haven't had a playoff win since, what, 1991?
Is that right?
It's been a long time. Yeah.
I know they're bad.
Yeah.
They've been bad forever. That's why Barry Sanders retired.
They had, everybody's favorite analyst on TV, Dan Orlovsky. He's the guy who ran out of bounds for a safety in the end zone years ago.
That's right.
And everybody's like, oh, this guy, he knows so much. And he made a comment about something, and the dude's like, you know so much, remember this? And they just show the photo of him running in the back of the end zone. It's like, oh, I guess not. Oh, maybe not. So anyway, back to the Lions players that you don't know.
Who no one knows.
I know. Nobody knows. Honestly, nobody knows. The Bills play the Lions tomorrow. I feel like we're starting the show over. Oh, my dad's commenting. I better look at it. Please hold. Where does one? My dad wants to know where one gets a turkey hat from. From the turkey slaughtery, of course. You think these are fake? Real turkey.
I don't know.
Where do you get the hats from?
Yeah.
The paper factory. They're
He
closed.
got him.
Yeah, years ago. They're from the paper factory. What's that going to be again? Mexican restaurant, maybe? Yeah. Where we can all wear turkey hats at the Paper Factory Taqueria.
Taqueria, taqueria, taqueria. Taqueria.
Are you wearing glasses because it's sunny out?
No, because
The light
bright
is
over
blinding.
there. I had one more joke, but I forgot it, so
Try
we
again.
go past that.
Pass it.
Maybe I'll get it later.
I don't have a good joke. I don't. Does anybody, Dave, do you have any good Thanksgiving jokes? Turkey jokes? Bird jokes even? Mary, nothing? I mean, the gravy train thing was the only one I had. You had a good one with the maize. Oh, big game on Saturday, Ohio State, Michigan. Who you got?
Oh, I'm going, man. I don't know.
It's
That'll
going to be
great.
good.
That's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
That's
It's
gonna
the
be
de
great.
facto playoff
I'm
game.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Yeah.
it.
It's at noon.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
That
always
should be late.
Yeah, well,
That's fine, though.
they don't want to get Notre Dame USC's way. That's at night.
Oh, those teams suck.
Before we do quick picks, do you think, and honestly, we'll get to the scores or whatever, do you think the Lions have a chance tomorrow? I'm not trying to sound uppity about the Bills.
I think they do. I think I'm a liar. No, I don't. I think we're going to kill them because we got shit together.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I really think the Minnesota game, and you weren't here on Sunday, we were talking about the Minnesota game, as hard as it was to watch, before things fell apart, your quarterback was 20 of 29, or 22 of 29, 200 some odd yards, a touchdown. You know, we were efficient.
Yep.
And then he throws a pick in the red zone, the game falls apart. Blah, 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 blah. You come into the game starts on Sunday, they're slow, they go 3 and out, they go 3 and out again. Cleveland's going down
tough.
and scoring
Yeah.
touchdowns. I mean, it took a lot of balls for them to kind of, they
Let's
nutted
get it
up.
together.
Let's go. Did you see?
Let's kick all the field goals.
Did you see when Stephon Diggs went up to McDermott, and it
Yep.
was before the Stephon Diggs touchdown, which he was wide open on, and he walked up and you could tell Diggs was frustrated, and McDermott just kind of like levels them out. You couldn't read their lips, but
I
you
want
could
to know
tell.
what's going on there. I really don't know what happened.
I think Diggs was saying, "What are we doing? Let's go. Like, what's our problem?" And Diggs, he had that stigma, and I don't think a lot of it was true, though, from coming from Minnesota, for being a diva on his way out. Whatever, that's fine. That happens more often than I think any of us know. So immediately when they show that on TV, everybody's going, "Oh, shit, here it comes." Like, here comes, Diggs being that guy. McDermott just calms him down. 4 minutes later,
I don't know
Diggs is wide open in the end zone.
I don't know what was going on, but he got the ball.
Yep.
Right before half, and then right after half.
Yep. And that was the game. And that's when the Bills, game over. And Diggs said in the postgame, they asked him, what was that up? We saw you come up to McDermott. He goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I just needed somebody to talk to. I just needed to, get a little bit of myself out." And McDermott, ever since I've been here and before I was here, he levels guys out.
Yeah.
I needed to talk to my coach.
Yep. That was.
And for a guy who has a history, allegedly, of being a diva, for him to go up and him to say, "My head coach straightened me out," that's huge.
Yep.
And I think that goes a long way with the way the game went on Sunday. We straightened everything out. So I think they're fine. They're going to kill them damn Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Yes, they are. Oh,
All right.
my.
You want to pick some games? It's been a while.
I'm in.
All right, I got to open up this email. I got it. Let's do quick picks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for quick picks.
Quick note on quick picks. All spreads from USA Today as of Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
This guy doesn't miss. All right. Well, let's go. Oh, he did it in the order I would. He's a genius. So the Bills play early. We'll get to that later. The 4:30 game tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Giants at Dallas. Dallas giving 9. Dallas has won 10 of 11 against the Giants. The last time Dallas played the Giants on Thanksgiving was 92. Cowboys went on 30-3 and went on to win the Super Bowl. Shit. Who are you taking?
I'm going to take Dallas. Sorry. I hate Dallas, but they're a better team.
No, yeah, and their defense.
They're a better team.
Their defense is great right now, especially The Giants have 4 hurt offensive linemen, including former Bill John Feliciano. Dallas might be over at halftime.
Yeah.
And the Giants,
I think you're right.
wild ride this year, more than likely over. I'm burping, sorry.
Yeah, they will probably lose the rest of their games and make the playoffs.
They could be a while. I mean, it's
You
good. The
know?
NFC, every year it's the NFC that gets wildly exciting at the end. What do you think? Ready for the next game?
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm taking Jimmer is Dallas. I got Dallas. You got Dallas. We all got Dallas together. New England at Minnesota.
Together.
Minnesota given 3. Ooh, that's a good one. Last week, both offenses only scored 3 points each for Minnesota and New England. New England winning on the punt return touchdown against the Jets with 20 seconds left. Minnesota 8-2 on the season, but has a total point differential of -2. The Bills have a total point differential of like plus 110. Just to put that in, a 7-3 team, an 8-2 team. Granted, the Vikings beat the Bills, but that's kind of crazy.
I'm going to take Minnesota, but, man.
Jimmer's going to be mad at you. You just interrupted him.
Sorry, Jimmer.
Of all the teams in NFL history that started at 8-2, it's the worst point differential ever.
I think they're not good, but they can beat a bad team.
Right.
I think New England's a bad team.
Right. I don't think they're great. I don't think Minnesota is world beaters. I think the Bills game was a bit, it was a really, really close, crazy football game. And that happens. New England, I don't know.
Dumbest game ever.
Yes. Jimmer's got Minnesota. You're taking Minnesota at home? I'll take Minnesota at home, too. Prime time. Jimmer, Tampa Bay at Cleveland. Cleveland getting 3.5. Jimmer says, I got nothing, part 1.
Well, I'm going to take Cleveland in this game.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
You're nuts.
I don't like them, and I'm not taking Cleveland, especially Watson's back this week, next week. Week 11. What week is it? 10?
Next week.
Ah.
This week? Is it this week?
I don't know.
Well, I'll take a tie then.
We really know, as you can tell, we really know our shit. It's a Wednesday night, and we're out here like a bunch of goofballs. Cincinnati at Tennessee. Tennessee giving 2 points. Both teams started 0-2 since then. Tennessee's 7-1, Cincinnati's 6-2.
I'm going to take Tennessee because they lose until it's playoff time. Or they win until
it's playoff time. You're exactly right. And they're rolling. Tennessee looks really like they play their game. Cincinnati is getting better like they were last year, but it's in Tennessee, so I'll take Tennessee.
I don't know how they made the Super Bowl.
Me neither.
Cincinnati sucks.
Yep.
All right.
Houston at Miami. Miami, 13-point favorites. I got nothing, part 2 from Jimmer.
All right.
Move on. Houston is moving on from quarterback Davis Mills. He's out. Kyle Allen gets the start. Houston by 15, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I hate the fucking Dolphins. Chicago at the Jets. The Jets are -4.5. Jets offense second half last week versus New England averaged less than 3 inches per play, and that is not a typo.
Are you serious?
That's what Jimmer says. You gotta go?
I'm going to take Chicago. Joshy! We got another Josh here.
2 minutes. Wait. Oh, yeah, and Justin Fields separated shoulder and tore ligaments. Zach Wilson out. Jimmerton was too late on his notes. Zach Wilson has been benched as the Jets quarterback. It's going to be Mike White. Mike White.
At least he's not white.
Jimmer cheated here. If Justin Fields plays at Chicago, if he doesn't, it's the Jets. I'm going to go the Jets anyway.
I'm going to go the Jets, I guess.
Atlanta at Washington. Washington giving Atlanta 4. Hi, Scott.
How's it going?
Are those Milano cookies? Oh, yeah. Are you can walk in front. You've been on the show.
I know.
Washington, last 6 games, 5-1 straight up against the spread. Washington, Heineke's got them rolling. They're fun to watch, that's for sure.
Not bad, but not good either.
No, not good.
I'm going to take Washington.
I'll take Kyle Pitts for Atlanta out for basically on IR, basically out for the rest of the year. Atlanta was kind of on a hot streak for a while. Not now. Denver at Carolina. Denver getting 2.5. I got nothing, part 3. Do you want to know Jimmer's pick before you pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked a tie. Sorry, Josh.
Oh, you son of a
bitch.
Oh. But Denver doesn't win games ever. Ever.
Oh, and probably like 300 by now.
So, yeah, not Denver.
Carolina at home. Baltimore at Jacksonville. Baltimore 4-point favorites. Baltimore D has at least one defensive takeaway in 12 straight games. Jimmer's going Baltimore here.
I'm in. I'll take Baltimore because they have a decent defense and
They have Lamar.
they have Lamar.
I'm telling you what, Lamar's going to have a bad game against the Jaguars defense.
Oh, my.
Jaguars are going to win.
You're nuts.
Vegas at Seattle. Seattle 3.5-point favorites. In
This is a tie.
he didn't pick that, but you can.
This is a tie.
In,
They both suck.
do they? Seattle? I don't know.
Seattle's not good.
In
Come
this
on.
week's Believe It or Not, with Vegas's overtime win last week versus Denver, that gives Derek Carr a career overtime record of 8-2.
I think Derek Carr's a wreck.
Damn, that was good. Of all quarterbacks that have played a minimum of 10 overtime games, Carr's 8-2 record is the best winning percentage in overtime NFL history.
He's still a wreck.
That has no bearing whatsoever on this game. Seattle. I'd go Seattle too.
I say tie.
You say tie? Yeah, brother. Green Bay at Philadelphia. Man, Green Bay stinks.
I'm going to take Green Bay here just for fun.
Philly's 9-1.
Because Philly's not that good.
9-1. The last 3 times they were 9-1, they went to the Super Bowl. Jimmer takes Philly.
He would.
I'm going to take Philly as well, but
He's a Jets fan.
okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Pittsburgh at Indianapolis.
Who cares?
Like Jimmer says vehemently in the email, I got to watch this on Monday night?
Who cares?
10 question marks. Pittsburgh.
I don't care.
Okay. I'm going to write that down on the card. All right, it's time to pick the Bills game. We'll start off with Jimmer. The Bills are minus 9.5. Last 8 games versus teams with a losing record, the Bills are 6-1-1 against the spread, so they're covering pretty well. Detroit, 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 games. Jimmer's got the Bills 32-24.
I got the Bills by a billion.
Garbage safety for Detroit.
Maybe.
I got the Bills 40. Hear me out. 40-9.
Oh.
But how are they going to get the 9?
They'll probably get -2 at one point.
Then they got to get 11?
I don't know.
I'm going touchdown and a garbage time safety for the Lions. 40-9.
Bills by a billion.
They'll probably win tomorrow. I'm really hoping that they get their feet underneath them. Everybody thinks it's going to be high scoring.
It's going to be a
I think
happy Thanksgiving.
I think it's going to be, the line is like 55. It's something up there. But I think it might be 700. I think the Bills are going to keep going, take off of what they did in the, the good stuff against the Brown games. Cash in the field goals for touchdowns. Josh, still, I'm not sure if the elbow thing is more mental than physical, but
he did not have the brace on today.
No. And he's looked just kind of more solid as the Cleveland game went on. So I think.
Because he shaved his mustache.
Thank God. You heard it here first. Bills by a billion. Bills by 31 with a garbage time safety for the Lions.
Oh, my.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy the turkey.
I hope you have ham as well.
What about cranberry sauce? Canned cranberry.
Get that out of
What?
here.
Canned cranberry, and you slice it up, and you smother it. Nope. Is Thanksgiving the best leftover holiday? Do you get the best leftovers out of Thanksgiving? Stuffing and gravy.
Well, it's either Thanksgiving or Halloween. Because when I give out candy, I have a bunch of leftovers.
You're carrying around Mr. Good bars.
Yes,
How old are those? Halloween?
I went to Hershey, Pennsylvania this week, and I got a case of Mr. Good bars.
Oh, brother. Cool. I hope the Bills win.
Well, let's fucking go.
There it is.
Sorry about the language.
Guys, remember that night we were taking off public access television? It was
It was
November
tonight.
23rd, 2022.
He had Mr. Goodbar, so.
Dave, whenever you're.